ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thomas Richlik from KINAMU Business Solutions, and today I want to present the KINAMU Reporter for SugarCRM. I've prepared a use case today, and I want to show you how to do efficient customer visit planning with the KINAMU Reporter by using geocoding, Google Maps, and the RFM method. The KINAMU Reporter is a flexible tool to analyze data within SugarCRM, which allows users to intuitively build queries and also supports full charting capabilities. On the right side you can see the pipeline analysis, where we use charts and stacked graphs to show the values, and we can also do customized KPI reports and dashboards. We can use all kind of charts, so you can see here graph charts, stack charts, donuts. We can use maps and do also analysis over time. The main advantages of the KINAMU Reporters are that we have a very flexible and intuitive reporting tool. You can do rapid recurring evaluation of your data. We are able to store and do automated and comparable snapshots within KINAMU Reporter, and you can use complex filter conditions and criteria to create your reports, and you can also use custom SQL queries within a reporter or custom functions. The KINAMU Reporter supports geocoding and maps functionality. That means that you can choose from multiple providers like Google Maps, Bing Maps, OpenStreetMaps and IQ locations, and decide which one you want to use to code the data and which map you want to use in the tool. For our scenario today, the first question is, what requirements do we have for the system and for your data so you can create a report? First, you need to have customer data in your CRM system, and basically you should also have some segmentation data available. So for example, a classification for A, B and C customers, and you should have implemented the RFM method. Also on the customer level, we should have a visit frequency, so we should know if we want to visit this customer monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly. That's up to you, but you need to store it in some kind of field so that we can report on it. And to show these customers on the map, we need some valid address data that will be then geocoded. The same goes for meetings. We also want to do visit planning, so that means that we will have customers that already have planned meetings, and we will have customers where we need to do the planning. So for the meetings that we have, we need also location data, so to know where the meeting is. You should have the KINAMU Reporter installed, or you should have a trial of it. And for the configuration of the KINAMU Reporter, you need a provider for maps and geodata API. This can be Google Maps, Bing Maps, OpenMapQuest or Location IQ. Once the KINAMU Reporter is set up, we can move forward to create the report. And the assumption for today's scenario is that we have sales representatives that visit their customers on a regular basis. So that means yearly, monthly, quarterly, half yearly. And based on that, they want to see the meetings in SugarCRM, where they are going, maybe for each week, maybe for a month, but they want to do the planning individually per account. And they also want to see in the report when a visit becomes due or is due. What we don't want to do is, we don't want these activities to be created in advance automatically for a specific date. We really want to schedule them individually for each customer based on a report. And the objectives are, we want to do a calculation of the next customer visit using a report. We will be doing the filtering in the report based on the ABC ratings and the RFM analysis. RFM analysis stands for recency, frequency, and monetary value. That's a method that comes mostly from marketing people, and once you have this data in your system, we can also report over this additional columns in the customer segment. We want to see a clear overview of planned and due meetings, and we want the user to easily arrange new meetings or schedule new meetings with the selected customers. And the main benefit should be to save cost and time by firstly optimizing travel routes and also using our resources efficiently. That means if we have 2 meetings in the same region on 2 or 3 follow-up days, we will try to create another meeting for this particular customer. And how can we do that? So we will get a list scheduled for the meeting within the next weeks. We'll show those meeting locations on a map. We will add addresses of customers where a regular recurring meeting is outstanding to the map, so that means where we want to schedule it. And we will filter the targets of potential meetings by time and customer segmentations. So to do that, firstly we will change to the SugarCRM system. And we've already prepared one report to do that. So on this map you see the push pins. Here we have them in green, yellow and blue, and these are our planned meetings for the next week. And you can see here the map, and you can see below all the meetings that we have in this time interval in a table. So we know the companies we are going to, we know the ABC rating, we know the numbers for the RFM analysis, a visit frequency, we know when the next meeting is scheduled and where a meeting is overdue. So currently we are just showing the meetings that we have planned for our customers within the next 3 months. So this gives us the push pins. If I open here our dynamic selection criteria, you can see that I could go and do the same report for ABS classification for different values of the RFM method. Currently we are checking for RFM monetary values that are 3, 4 or 5, and we are showing all the meetings that we have planned, and we do this for the next 3 months. So to see all the companies that will be due within the next 3 months, I'm going to change the filter here to true, and then you can see all the companies that I should visit within 3 months. The colors yellow, blue and green stand for the different ABC criteria. So the greens are A customers, blue are B customers, and the yellow ones are C customers. And here I can see, okay, I have this blue pin near Frankfurt. I can zoom in here to see that I have one meeting in Newcastle that I should schedule. I have one in Munich and one in Vienna. And when it comes to efficient route planning, I can go in here and say, okay, I want to see all the meetings that I have planned and all the meetings that are upcoming. For example, here near Mannheim and Frankfurt, I have these 2 yellow pins So I know that 2020-04-16 I'm at Daimler Chrysler AG, and I know that here on the 14th I'm at Commerzbank AG. That means that ideally I would try to schedule a meeting with my customer here between these 3 days. So what I would do is I would go here on the company link and write them an email asking for a meeting and follow up because I'm in the region, and the next step would be to say here, okay, I want to schedule a meeting. So for example, here on the 15th, and that was here Ada Mobile AG. So we will also need the address. Okay. So now I've scheduled the meeting for this particular company, and if we go back to our map and we refresh this report, you will see that the pin changed from this dot to a push pin. That means that we have planned our meeting accordingly to time and resource efficiently, and that it's represented accordingly in the map. We can now also take a look at your table here below the map. So here we see the next scheduled meetings with the dates. We could also include address data as well, so to be easier to have a quick overview of the cities where we are in or the postcodes. And we see all the meetings that are overdue since a specific date or when they will be overdue. They are marked in red. So I have 3 more meetings to do, and I can write the customers and do the planning based on that. What we also can do with the KINAMU Reporter, and that's a very specific functionality, is that we can do subqueries defined individually per report or per module with different var-defs, and we can use very specific filter criteria in our reports. And also we can use subqueries that are written in SQL code that are executed at runtime. So one particular example is here. We calculate the number of days since the last meeting linked to an account. And this is some very specific functionality that we can only do in the KINAMU Reporter. So you see the query here, and that's returned for the KINAMU Reporter results. I can also show you here the detailed report definition. This is one of our sample reports that we deliver to our customers. So you see here all the different fields from accounts and meetings, and what you also see here is we use custom functions, so like concatenations for the RFM analysis. We have here selects for the next meeting and next scheduled meetings, and also for longitudes and latitudes and so on. So these are very specific functions that we can utilize in KINAMU Reporter. The main differences of the KINAMU Reporter, as told before when introducing, are the advantages. It is very flexible, very intuitive. You can do rapid recurring evaluation of your CRM data, and you can store automated and comparable snapshots within CRM. You can use these complex filter conditions and criteria all the way down to custom functions and SQL queries, and we can do geocoding and use maps functionality. On the right side you see a whole list of general features of our KINAMU Reporter, and if you look at this table you will see that we have here a star. These are differentiators to Sugar standard reporting module. These are functions that you can only achieve while using KINAMU Reporter, and today we covered the function M, the evaluation of geodata and reporting on spatial data within a map. Thank you for listening to this short presentation, and if you have additional questions, if you want to get a trial environment, get a demo license, or have additional follow-up questions whether or not we can implement something within KINAMU Reporter or create a report, you can write us at KINAMU Business Solutions GmbH. The email address is office@kinamu.com, and you can also contact us for KINAMU Deutschland GmbH in Germany, and we will try to answer all your questions best as possible. If you like this video, you can like our channel, give us a push, write a comment. We are more than happy to answer all your questions, and we're listening to your feedback. Thank you, and bye bye.